Hello, I'm Aaron Boasman-Patel, and welcome to this In Conversation With, where we're going to be talking about how you unleash the power of eSIM to launch your digital-first brand. I'm absolutely delighted today to be joined by Nicolas Chalvin, the VP of Marketing for Thales, and Mathieu, the CEO of triPica. Welcome both.
Hello.
Hello.
It's great to have you both with us today. And we've heard lots about eSIM, I think, over the years. And particularly now, it's becoming much more into the front of everybody's mind as we start exploring 5G and we start, with Internet of Things. And really, the power of eSIM becomes really, really, important. And with eSIM, there's been lots of conversation about how it can really change the customer experience. I'm going to start with you, Mathieu. For you, is eSIM really a game changer in how it can change, the customer experience?
Yes, I really think that eSIM is a game changer, and maybe I will start with a little story that happened to a friend. Because what I would like to illustrate is that it's both a game changer, but the industry is not quite where it should be. The story is this one: he was switching from one mobile operator to another operator here in France. So he went through all the sign-up process on the web, selecting his plan, etc. And he has a brand new iPhone with eSIM enabled. So he picked the eSIM option. And at the end of this journey, it was quite smooth, quite quick. But at the end of this journey to sign up, he received an email asking him to wait for 3 days before he would receive another email with a QR code that he would be able to scan. So we see that eSIM is going to be a revolution, but we need to do better than that, asking a customer to wait 3 days to scan a QR code.
I mean, Nicolas, is that the same for you? I mean, do you think that or we're still going to have the same bureaucracy when we go to eSIM? I mean, I think that's the challenge. One thing is it's always still the paperwork, isn't it, behind?
No, again, fully aligned with what had been mentioned by Mathieu. And also, as you mentioned, Aaron, we can say that eSIM now is really a reality on the market. And as we can say, is the eSIM momentum is really accelerating worldwide, and we can see at least on the market already more than 130 consumer devices equipped with the eSIM, supporting this deployment. And also what is very important is we have, I think it was end of 2020, more than 120 telecom operators was already commercially launched this eSIM solution. So, as mentioned by Mathieu, eSIM is a game changer, but we have to use the eSIM in the correct way. And it's why also within Thales, what is very important is the user experience. And from the beginning of eSIM, we have been paying attention to this consumer experience. Because if you remember, the first experience we faced on the market was connected watches embedding eSIM. And it was quite not exactly the same experience, but it was not so easy for the end user to get a subscription. So it's why for us, it's very important. Of course, eSIM will change is a game changer, but if we do not take it in a global approach, we will not be able to improve the end user experience.
No, absolutely. And I think, Matthew, this is the thing. There's now a proliferation of devices, just as, Nicola mentioned, it's from watches, now it's to, phones, and then it's to, embedded eSIMs in devices all the way around the home. I mean, I'm completely connected here in my home, in London. So do you think that's going to change, the digital journey that customers are going to have with eSIM? Are they going to be able to bundle them together to make, ease of use as they maybe migrate from one operator to the other? I mean, what are the real benefits for the customer?
Nicolas, maybe you want to start?
Yeah. Maybe what is important before jumping in the benefits of the end user is to move one step forward and to see how we have been able to bundle or to set up this end-to-end journey for the end user. And as we were mentioning, what is the main important thing is to listen to the market. And then this is what we have done. And we interviewed, of course, the telecom operators, but also the end user. And we asked them, what do you want? What is for you the best digital journey you want to get? And based on this feedback, we have been able to set up at least our digital journey and what we are currently proposing with triPica. And of course, to be able to improve all the steps. And again, eSIM is part of, but we had to improve all the first identification phase, and make it more simple, less complex, faster. And we have also to improve the payment phase. And at the end, of course, we have to improve the delivery, the service delivery phase, thanks to the eSIM.
No, I think that's really important. I mean, Matthew, what is that ideal customer journey then? What does it look like?
Yeah, I think it starts from the phone. I mean, one of the outcome of the digital transformation is to use the power of the phone to become a customer or subscriber to a new service. That's what we have seen in other industries. And when you look at the banking industry, for example, if you sign up to a Revolut account, you see that it's a completely different experience than from trying to open a bank account in a local branch, of course, but also opening a bank account, an online bank account with your traditional bank. And you understand that those guys have really succeeded in making it a very smooth journey for the end user. And those studies that have been done by Thales, I think illustrate that point very well. And we are super happy here at triPica, where we do the digital BSS, to have been able to partner with Thales to integrate those key technologies that are eKYC on the one hand, which allows you to scan your passport, do a selfie, match your selfie passport, your selfie picture with the passport picture, and also with the eSIM. And this is coming by step. We have started by this QR code, and this is the example I was giving you earlier on. But now we've moved on to what's called the carrier app, where in a single journey, you can do the full process and download your eSIM profile directly on your phone. That's a transformation, because that allows you to become a customer and start surfing, start calling in a matter of minutes. I mean, it's like less than 5 minutes to become a mobile subscriber. And when you think of what we are doing today at triPica with our current service provider customers, today you can download the app, you can order your physical SIM card, but then you have to wait 3 days for the SIM to be delivered so you can activate it. So it's quite frustrating. And eSIM removes that last physical barrier, that last tangible part of the journey. So now you can be completely smooth and you can be online very quickly, and you have an experience that is on par with what you see in the banking industry with the Revolut or the N26 of the world.
Yeah, and I think that's revolutionary for the customer experience, because as soon as you have the device, whatever it may be, you've got almost instantaneous connectivity, which I think is so important. So Nicolas, why can't operators achieve this with their existing infrastructure today?
So again, as mentioned by Mathieu before, what is very important is to be able to bring this global experience from the enrollment, the identification, and the distribution of the services. And of course, as I was mentioning, we already have a lot of operators who has already deployed the eSIM solution, but they have not integrated this solution in the global experience for the end user. And based on their current BSS, and this is why we are working with triPica. As mentioned, triPica is the expert on digital BSS. We need to bring this digital BSS to really have this full digital transformation. And maybe Mathieu, you can give us more detail about the technical aspect.
Yes, I mean, your question was, Aaron, what is it easy for them? It should have been easy. I mean, mobile operators have been working on their digital transformation for years now, and they've made huge progress. But most of the progress has been done on, for example, launching a mobile app for self-care, meaning targeting the current customers. But for the sign up is still happening, I mean, on the shop, of course, but on the web. That's a big part of the digital transformation. So that's great. You can sign up on the web, but it's on the web. It's not through a mobile app. And when you think of it, when you want to have the comfort of the KYC, being able to use the camera of your phone, and evidently with eSIM, being able to start the download of the eSIM profile directly onto your phone, you have to be using your mobile phone. So you have to be using the operator's mobile app. And that part is a part where most operators are lagging. Only a handful of operators around the world are able to have the full, complete customer experience from the sign up to the self-care in a single mobile app that allows you to go online. But it's not just a question of front-end, mobile app development. what you find out, and I think that's what Nicolas was pointing to, what you find out is that the issue is not in the front end, it's in the underlying business processes. Those business processes have all been set up for the old world, where you went to a shop or when you order your SIM card to be delivered later. So those business processes are the heart of what mobile operators, service providers are doing today. And it's very complicated for them to change at the heart of their system how the experience is delivered. And that's the challenge that they are going to face. It's not just about developing an app, it's about changing the core of the processes. But when they are successful, the results are tremendous.
So I think that's what you're trying to say. I think that the biggest barriers, I suppose, then is actually the existing, BSS systems and that migration, which they need to do as part of that digital transformation journey. Because, we want to see eSIM to be a global, standard and a way that service providers are doing it. For you, Nicolas, is it what Mathieu just explained? Is it the processes in the BSS which is still blocking, the majority of deployments in this area or successful deployments, or is there other barriers as well that CSPs need to overcome?
No, again, as we were saying, I would say the operators are already maybe implementing part of different step, such as the digital identification we can provide, the eSIM solution. But what is currently blocking the full digitalization and especially a digital journey to get a new subscription is really this end-to-end integration, including the digital BSS. So, of course, they have already started. We are discussing with the telecom operators. They want to move to this new way to digitalize the end user experience. But yes, we have to say that thanks to the digital BSS and this, again, end-to-end experience, as we were saying, we do not have to see only technical bricks. We have to see a global experience for the consumer. And yes, this is very important for them to be successful in this digitalization transformation.
Well, it's been really great talking to you. We're coming towards the end of this now, but I'd like you to give me a quick 30-second, recommendation, what we need to do to deliver really, the potential of eSIM. So, Mathieu, I'll start with you. What would be your big takeaway from our conversation today that CSPs need to do?
I think I would say CSP need to start working on this right now. The challenge is today's challenge. Because if you look at the latest GSMA number, I think they're predicting that in 2025, 45% of the smartphone install base will be eSIM compatible. So if you want not to be challenged by a new type of operators who are going to come in and who are going to make best use of these new technologies, you have to start working on this issue now because it's going to take some time to be ready and to be as good as Revolut is in the banking industry. And if they succeed, the result will be fantastic because we've seen that already with some of our customers. One of our customers who launched a digital brand, and it's not eSIM yet, has been able to achieve a 5% market share increase in only 18 months. That's tremendous. So this is a game changer. Start working on it right now.
And Nicolas, for you.
Yeah, the same as Mathieu. This is now that the CSP has to take benefits of all the eSIM, but again, all the other digital solution to be able to access this evolution of the market with the eSIM enabled devices. So everything is available. They can have everything in their hand. Now we are ready with triPica and Thales to support them to be successful in this digital transformation.
Well, I'm looking forward to talk to you, in the future and see how successful we are on this really exciting journey to giving you better customer experiences and delivering better services through eSIM. That's all we've got time for today, but a huge thank you for joining me, Nicolas, Mathieu. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you very much, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the future.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Aaron.
Bye-bye.